bell sounds, and this one is many, many months in the making.
You're already washed up, you shake my hand. You show these people that you respect me. You show these people that I'm the man. Come on, Rick. Come on, Rick. Come on, Rick. Yeah, you shake my hand. Oh, yeah.
Slaps Trevor Lee right in the face, and Trevor Lee is headed for the floor. Over a year ago, Converse took Trevor Lee, Chet Sterling, and their former partner Ben Tyler under their wings and really tried to groom them to be the next generation of the Aftermath. It did not really work out too well, as back at Madness in Any Direction last March, Trevor Lee, Chet Sterling, and Ben Tyler kicked Converse, Osiris, and Cross out of the group. Trevor would ultimately kick Ben Tyler out of the group.
Right, you know, the Aftermath now pretty much is Trevor and Chet. And, well, you know, he created the new generation of the Aftermath, just probably not the way he wanted.
Of course, Trevor and Chet, one of the teams that are entered in the huge two-night PWI Tag Team Tournament coming up at the end of the month, Friday night, February 28th, Saturday night, March the 1st, both nights right here at the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium in Gibsonville.
Nice takedown. And I haven't given a pick yet, but Trevor and Chet are my pick to win the tag tournament.
I'm pretty sure you picked Mecha and McAllister.
I don't remember that. Did they wrestle already?
I believe they did.
Trevor and Chet are going to win the tag team tournament. And I know Trevor's riding pretty high. He's confident right now, but you don't want to catch lip with Ric Converse.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, Trevor, of course, coming off of a career-defining match, a career-defining win. I'd say a company-defining match. And, you know, he's confident right now, but Ric Converse is the franchise of CWF Mid-Atlantic.
Undeniably so. Really, it goes all the way back to Battlecade a year ago, like Converse alluded to. 13 months ago, when the dissension in the Aftermath really started, it came to a head last March. And, you know, so many times during that 65-minute classic between Trevor Lee and Andrew Everett, so many times during that match, we referenced National Pro Wrestling Day last year when Trevor Lee's jaw was broken. His partner on that night was Ric Converse.
Absolutely. And Rick, I think, is just having a little fun with Trevor right now.
Now watch that ankle pick, though. It'll take down a man twice your size.
Well, Trevor does have the quickness advantage. He has the youth advantage. But there's really no substitute for that experience.
No.
Oh, and we saw it there.
Huge clothesline. Trevor Lee goes flying. Converse is only a few years shy of his 20th anniversary in wrestling. I want to say he's at something like 15 or 16 years as a pro.
I believe he debuted in '99.
Trevor Lee, a mere 20 years old.
Right. As a point of reference, he was 5 when Ric Converse made his pro wrestling debut.
Big move right there as Chase Dakota made sure Converse did not eat that big punt kick from Trevor Lee.
And I just made myself feel really old.
And conspicuous by his absence is Trevor Lee's partner in the Aftermath, Chet Sterling, here tonight.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I'm not sure if it's a case where he's wrestling in another town tonight or if he just has the night off.
I would want him here by my side if I was Trevor Lee, particularly now that Converse has got his best friend, I guess, Chase Dakota.
His life mate.
His life mate, Chase Dakota, okay.
Oh!
Good Lord, caught Converse unprepared for the drop kick, and the 6-time former Mid-Atlantic champ is hurting in the corner.
Oh, and we heard it earlier. I mean, he cut the cake at Chase Dakota's birthday party.
I don't know if that's true.
He did the pinata and all of that.
I don't know if that's true.
Chase said it's true.
Trevor Lee, big backbreaker on the 6-time former Mid-Atlantic champ.
And it looked like he jammed up his own knee doing that. We saw that at Battlecade. He did it to Arik Royal and jammed up the knee.
Great cover there from Trevor Lee. We don't often talk about covers, but that was a great one. All his body weight was on top of Converse.
Right, and Trevor Lee, that's a very underrated part of his game. He really knows how to focus his body weight on those pin attempts. And like you said, it's something we really don't draw enough attention to. I feel like that was a big part of his success when he wrestled Lee Valiant back in August.
Trevor Lee trying to grind Converse down. 20-minute time limit on this bout.
Yeah, which means that you got to get it done.
Right. He will not have the ability of extending the match to 65 minutes like he did Andrew Everett last week when there was no time limit. And, you know, we've talked about that match a couple of times, C-Bear. What do you think Trevor Lee's wind, his cardiovascular conditioning is going to be like? Cover here, hang on. Only got two, you know, just a week after going 65 minutes with Everett. You know, undeniably, this guy's in the gym every single day. But, you know, you got to be beat up after a 65-minute wrestling match. Cover again from Trevor Lee. Even 7 days later, he can't be 100%, can he?
Well, as a point of reference, it typically takes a good 2 to 3 days just to get over a standard 15 to 20-minute wrestling match. So multiply that by 3. You know, if you just want some crude math, you know, you don't get over a 65-minute match in a couple of days.
Chase Dakota is cheerleading at ringside.
And look, he's got the fans behind Ric Converse. I'm looking out for him.
Converse fires away at the man who usurped the aftermath from underneath him. Great move from Trevor Lee. Carellin lift, bam!
And Rick tried to go dead weight. He tried to lowball it, and Trevor, man, just muscled him right up.
Trevor Lee too strong.
And Trevor Lee, man, this guy, it seems like there's magic every time he gets in this ring. You know, like him or not, he brings out the best in guys. Maybe it's just because he's so unlikable. Seems like everybody fights a little hard just to try to beat Trevor Lee.
Ow!
And he's just slobbering all over Ric Converse's face.
To be more gross than Ryan Zane is a real accomplishment, I feel.
I have found nothing wrong with Ryan Zane. He's a breath of fresh air.
Trevor taking Converse to the ropes.
And those big, heavy legs of Trevor Lee.
You know, I dare insinuate that this is normally where we would see Chet Sterling get involved, as we saw Nick Richards get involved earlier. But Chet Sterling, nowhere to be found.
No, he's very, very conspicuous by his absence. And like you said, it'd be very unlike Trevor Lee to give him the night off.
Trevor Lee yelling at referee Charles Richardson.
Oh, my God. He headbutted him right in the face.
You heard the smack of bone and flesh.
And Rick might be out. He kind of had that out on his feet kind of look. And this is in stark contrast to the wrestling we saw last week. Trevor just kind of brawling with Ric Converse. Oh, right in the eyes.
Trevor Lee wrestles so smart. He has said it before. Oh, God, he got Chase Dakota on the floor.
Chase in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Trevor Lee, 20 years old, wrestles like a 20-year vet, but the veteran Converse is the one who avoided that big kick, and now Converse is slugging away at the head honcho. We heard it earlier tonight. Converse said, if you want to be the head honcho, you've got to go through me. Side Russian, he has not gone through the former 6-time champ yet.
No, and oddly enough, ever since that split, this is, if I recall, the first one-on-one match.
Yeah, they met over the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championships over the summer before Converse and Osiris got tied up with the All-Stars for months on end. Like we said earlier tonight, kind of a situation where the issue was never really resolved. Both men's careers took different paths, and they never came back together until tonight. How appropriate that this issue be addressed finally at end of an era.
Yeah, that's kind of the theme of the night. And we saw that really smart move a moment ago. Trevor Lee popped that rope in the eye of Ric Converse. Sky high!
Good Lord, Trevor was in the lights on that sky high.
Man, he really meant it when he wanted to go sky high on that one.
Crowd is calling for the Richter scale. Cover from Converse. 2-2-2-2.
Pretty strong kick out. And if fans want to see the Richter scale, And I think we're seeing the 65 minutes starting to catch up with Trevor Lee.
You never know, man. This guy's in such great shape. He's such a phenomenal athlete. Got to give the devil his due.
But like I said last week, there's a point where the body just stops. Oh, almost a DDT right on his own knee.
Great move from Converse. I think we're going to see the Richter scale right now. No, Trevor Lee avoids it and kicks Converse right behind the ear. That will knock a man out.
Man, that's a soft spot right behind that ear. Almost a twisting Gamangiri style kick.
Both men down now.
Wonderful job avoiding the Richter scale.
The knee pad is down. We could see the kill shot knee strike that won him both falls in that 2 out of 3 falls match a week ago. Converse avoids it. Chase Dakota trips him up. Converse, shoulders are down.
Gato clutch.
And he got him. Great move from Converse to leave with the victory here and put down one of the hottest prospects on the independent circuit today.
49 seconds.